Who do you think's winning right now?
In the world?
Who's number one? It ain't us.
Probably China.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ni hao ma. 我叫便宜啊.
We're in the Chinese century now, y'all.
Yeah.
We're a quarter of the way through it. We just don't know it yet.
I'm so serious. Like, everybody starts speaking Chinese immediately. 我叫便宜啊.
What's that?
你好吗?
What's that?
我叫便宜啊. My name's Nia Barrow.
Oh.
I took Chinese in high school. Yeah, period 0. So I would come in early at like 7 a.m. and I would take Chinese. Like, I would take Mandarin because I was just really studious. Like, I'm a really studious girl. I'm really smart. I like to chase knowledge. I like to read.
Wow.
You know, it's really hard.
She does it all.
I really do. I really do, you know, and I try not to brag, but yeah. Welcome to the Morning Bleezy.
Welcome to the Morning Bleezy. Good morning, netizens and New Yorkers alike. Welcome to the Morning Bleezy, a pod we rolled up just for your commute to that whack-ass job that you don't want to go to. Although today, Monday, January 19th, being MLK Day, you might not be commuting, so that's cool, but thank you for listening anyway. I'm your co-host, Jake. We got...
Nia, your other co-host. Hello. Guten morning. Oh, that was a good one.
Very crisp. I like it.
We getting into it today. We talking about YURIBUS. We're talking about old boy who got in them neck. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
We also got the traffic, the sports that you have known and loved from us, and the weather. Today, the weather. What's it look like?
Very wintry.
I guess we're 1 year into a historically cold and heartless 4-year period here. We actually at this point we don't even know if it's gonna dissipate by 2028. But what do we know about the forecast, Nia?
All right, so what we do know is that there is a lot of ice almost everywhere, almost all major American cities.
Yeah, they're coming down now. Also in cities like New York, LA, Chicago, Minneapolis, Charlotte, New Orleans. There's been ice on the ground for quite some time.
And we got ice running rampant in these streets, doing whatever the hell it likes, everywhere all the time, ending lives. Deadly, dangerous ice.
What kind of ice?
White ice.
That's the real fucking shit, bro. White ice does not give a fuck.
Hate white ice.
White ice will injure or kill anything in its path, as it has done in its many forms throughout much of recorded history. And right now, it's wearing a new mask, so to speak. Although it does have a striking resemblance to some white agglomerations that were last seen this publicly just over 5 years ago in January 2021.
It just feels like a militia just being released into the streets under the guise of like immigration action or anything like that, or just getting aliens, people that don't belong here, out of here. And it just feels like we just have people roaming the streets that are able to shoot you on sight.
Because they want some 2020 shit. Mm-hmm. Because if like the pot boils over and people, as a response to ICE murders and kidnappings, start throwing some bricks through some windows, start lighting some cop cars on fire, what have you. That's what they want. So then they can say it's martial law, and then the military's in charge and there's no elections and whatever. But like they need us to like swing first in that way. So they just keep pushing it to see how far they can go.
That one time where ICE had taken a woman off the street that was with her daughter and like interrogated. She's fully an American citizen, and they took her off the street, and her 12-year-old daughter was like, "Where are you going?" Like, just kidnapping her, and held her for how many hours? And then her daughter was just like out and about, like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't. They will really leave you disoriented.
It's not just illegal
You're
immigrants.
You're a minor child.
Kristi Nolan went on TV last week and said, y'all got to start carrying your papers. These are, where have you heard that? But I don't even have to tell you that.
Carrying your papers?
Because they might just ask.
That is just so alarming. That is horrifying to have to, coming as a child of immigrants, that is really, really, really scary, especially when you have like older like grandparents and stuff, especially if they're out and about. What if they don't have that? What if they don't have their paper? They forget. Like that is really freaking dark. Damn.
And we got
fuck ice for
at
real.
A minimum 3 more years of this shit. And who knows if that ice will melt by 2028.
We live in times.
We do, bro. We live in cold.
And that's where the money is going
frigid.
to.
Well, yeah. Just last year, they gave ice, like, I think over the course of 4 years or whatever, $170 billion, bro. Think about what you could, like, this is not even the conversation, but think about what you could do for the American people with $170 billion instead of dragging people into unmarked vehicles never to be seen again by their families or loved ones. I hate it here.
Like, how does that not make them think that, like, ring alarm bells for us to be, that sounds like human trafficking.
It's legal to film white ice doing their jobs.
Always remember that.
You should definitely comply with anything, like if they say back up, like you should fucking back up. As with any type of ice, you should not make any sudden movements reaching for your phone because they might catch you slipping. But record that shit, not for social media, like record it like sideways. You're capturing like information and details that can be given to the family of this person being detained to use in court. You want to focus more on what the ICE agents are doing and not like on the victim or like, you know, and you don't need to show their face for the video. Like you want to show the human rights abuses. If you could get the date and time like from someone else's phone in that video, even better. If you get a video of some crazy ICE shit, you should not edit it or change the file name for like court purposes. You should make copies of the original file. If it does go on social media, you should blur the face of the person being detained. And if you're about to get scooped up, you can hit the lock button 5 times really quick, and then it will require the password, even if you have Face ID, Touch ID, and they can't get your passcode without a warrant, whereas they can kind of make you look at the phone to unlock it. So if you're about to need your phone to be bricked, just hit that power button 5 times fast. You should ask the person being detained, like, if you're able to and it's safe, like, you know, if, like what their name, their date of birth, like if there's like a contact info for like a loved one that like they might not know where they got scooped up, if they got scooped up, by who, by what, because sometimes it's ICE, sometimes it's Department of Homeland Security, sometimes it's Border Patrol. Like any of these people are operating under this blank check authority from this administration that like, yeah, y'all go do whatever you want. So
that's what I'm saying. They're just like releasing people into the streets and being like, take a crack at them. This is like the most horrifying thing. It like, who doesn't look like an what are you talking about? What are you going after? I love the snow, but always fuck ice, and I think that's the weather.
That is the weather. Fuck, man.
All right, let's talk about traffic.
Let's change lanes. To traffic.
That was very smooth. I like that. I like that so much. Going down on Union Square, and taking the L train to anywhere in Brooklyn is one of the most like disorienting.
That's how it feels like to be inside an ant farm, you know.
I believe it. You're taking over. I want to go to Cat's Deli too, you know. I grew up here. I was born and raised here. I can't, like, it's too many.
The pivot from the ICE discussion to go back where you came from is something.
But it's not. And that's the thing, is that I'm not even talking about like immigrants. I'm talking about transplants. I want them gone. I want to, like, you know.
Well, what are you comparing it to from like maybe your childhood of like it was easier to walk around? Like, were you walking around in Brooklyn in the past and now it's worse? Or you're just an adult now and you're going out and you're going to some poppin' areas?
I think that the poppin' areas are just not as soulful. It used to be a lot more intimate. It's also that you can be like on the streets of fucking Manhattan being like, on my way. Guys, the line was out the fucking door.
Right. I mean, if you move to New York to live in New York on TikTok, that's whack.
That's like, to me, that's whack.
The worst thing, this is all I'm trying to say, is the worst thing you can do as a transplant is like get defensive about being a transplant. Like, you have to just smile at that shit because it's probably true. At the same time, I don't think it's crazy that people would move to the best city in the world. So like, just be fucking normal about it. But if someone who's lived in New York all their life wants to tell you that shit is different, they're right. So don't try to like find some nuance in there as I'm doing right now.
Just don't move to the Bronx. Please. Just don't move. Oh my God. If they move to the Bronx, I don't know what I would do.
Well,
I'd just be mad. Let's start. Well,
not on that last thing she just said, but the thing she said 6 seconds before that, I'm going to pivot to the train traffic.
Ah, yes.
Because last week, Kathy Hochul, our wonderful, as of late, I guess, governor, announced that they are going to put some money in some place in the future that they're going to build a crosstown train on 125th. Should there be a crosstown train connection north of Central Park? Probably. Are they going to have to force people out of some buildings to make that happen physically? Like, yeah.
Damn.
You know? And then when they build a train that is desperately needed, because at the moment in Harlem or above, if you want to get from like, you know, the 1 or the A, B, C, D, or the 2, 3, or the Lexington lines, you got to go all the way. Like, what do? You go down to 14th?
Yeah. And then you have
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
So a train going across 125th and connecting all these dots is a great fucking idea. What's going to happen along that line when they build it?
Some growth. Yes. Some
Starbucks, Chipotle, Whole Foods.
Chick-fil-A.
You know? Like,
Dubai matcha labubu chocolate.
So should we not build that to avoid that? Or like, are we building shit that they will still use in 100 years from now and like it's gonna suck right now? And I don't think either one of those sides is more right than the other, but what do you think?
I'm all for train efficiency because, you know, I'm an outside girl. I'm a Turner upper. I'm a Bronx girly that likes to party in Brooklyn. So any assistance I can get in getting there, I would really like. But I also, you know, I feel like we just have to keep our eyes peeled and be really open to, again, stronger community and not letting, you know, that Starbucks, Dunkin', well, not, you know, Dunkin', America runs on Dunkin', so let's leave her alone. So that Starbucks, Whole Foods, you know, nonsense, bull tomfoolery.
Bullfoolery.
I like bullfoolery.
Tom shit.
Bullfoolery and Tom shit. We want to keep that bullfoolery and Tom shit away from us. So, you know, it really just is like, you know, just keeping it together and enjoying the train line.
I think that was traffic.
I think that was traffic. Let's get into sports. Sports.
It's in the game.
Listen, I am a Bronx girl. I am a New York native. But when I went to school in Pennsylvania, specifically Glenside, Pennsylvania, shout out my Arcadians. In 2018, I witnessed an Eagle win in Philadelphia for the first time. And since that moment, I have bled green.
You were at the game? That's what you're talking about?
No, I wasn't even at the game. Yes, I'm talking about Super Bowl.
2018 Super Bowl.
2018 Super Bowl.
The Philly special.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was the first time that I had ever seen it. I was at school and they won and everybody was making crazy noise in the dorms. They was like, don't go to Keswick. Keswick wilding right now. Don't even go. I was like, we're out to Keswick. We walked to Keswick. It's true what they said. They were climbing up on top of the cars, the buildings, the poles. Bro. I saw what they meant when they said the city of brotherly love. It was amazing. But since then, I think I've been paying more and more attention to games. Just the other day, unfortunately, the Eagles did not make it against the San Francisco. Is it the 49ers?
Yep.
They did not, which was really, really sad because, I do bleed green. So what's happening? What games
today,
are happening?
right now, as we're recording this, and it's crazy. One day, guys, we'll have an episode where I don't feel the need to pull back the curtain and tell you, well, we're actually filming this on Saturday, January 17th, but you're listening to this on Monday, January 19th. However, for today's sports bit, it does apply that we are going to tell you what happened the last 2 days in these 4 NFL playoff games that you, on Monday, know what happened. We don't. However, here's a recap. First, Nia, what happened in the Bills-Broncos game?
So I think that, the Bills had them in the first half. And I think that
classic sports statement. Yes.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But, I think, that quarterback, that Broncos quarterback, he really came in and swooped in.
Sure.
He really did. He was maneuvering. He was really making a lot of yards. And he was
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Was maneuvering.
He
outmaneuvered Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Final score.
For sure. And
37-30. Denver.
Yeah.
In overtime.
He said it all.
San Francisco 49ers.
Versus the Seahawks.
Who beat your Eagles versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Boo. Fuck 49ers.
You got Seattle?
No, the 49ers are going to win.
Damn,
for sure.
That sucks because I want Seattle to win, but maybe you're right.
I think the 49ers have got it right now. Either Philly just sucked really hard. They were fumbling the fuck out of that ball last game.
The thing about Philly is, and I only know this from Twitter, and it's not my team, but y'all wasted a whole year on a offensive coordinator who was kind of dog shit. Y'all had the talent. You won the Super Bowl last year, but the guy who was calling the plays on offense was mad incompetent, and y'all did nothing to address that, and you got your pants pulled down on national TV last weekend.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree. It was very, very poor. Yeah, it did feel like poor leadership. It really did. I was like, why does it feel like you get the ball and you have no idea what the fuck to do with it?
If you, Nia, no offense, could feel that, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, because I'm not even listening. I only had $3 on it.
So all that being said, I will so boldly say that Sam Darnold, ex-Jets quarterback, will lead Seattle over the 49ers 28-17.
28-17. Seahawks up?
Yeah.
And 49-17. I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
I'm going to say that I think it's going to be 49ers, Seahawks, and I think it's going to be 49ers 30-26.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The LA Rams and the Chicago Bears.
I'll go with the Rams because I don't really like bears. Bears are scary. They give you pinworms if you touch them.
You're only getting the shit on the Morning Bleezy, folks.
I have an Aries Mars, so I'm already into the whole Ram ideology,
whatever
the Ram,
that means.
The Ram symbology. Actually, I'm really into that. So I think the Rams is gonna win. I think it's gonna be 40-25.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Houston Texans, New England Patriots. What's up with that?
Ever since I was younger, I was always saying fuck the Patriots.
And that's the morally correct opinion.
Yeah.
I hate the Patriots. If I had to pick out of all the sports leagues in the world, a single team that I wish nothing but misery on, just based on childhood trauma, I'm going to have to say fuck the New England Patriots. However, I think they have their way with the Houston Texans yesterday. And that brings us to the present because today's Monday. I hope you're listening to this on your day off.
Mundeezy, I hope you don't have to work today. That would really fucking suck.
Like me, but that's okay. Yeah. But tonight, after I get home from work.
Look at this guy.
I know. Tonight, a game that you don't know what happened yet is the national championship for college football.
Oh, let's start betting on these kids.
Exactly. So we got Indiana versus Miami.
Miami. The spirit is telling me that Miami is going to win, but only by a couple points.
That would definitely be how it goes down if that's the outcome.
Yeah. I think that it'll be a 32-30. No, it'll be a 36-34. Yes. It has spoken to me. I feel it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. 36-34.
Yeah, 36-34.
And that was sports.
Sports.
So we get into the news, which maybe we got to make a sound for like entertainment, because last week the news was like, let's talk about a TV show. And now the news is, let's talk about a TV show that's been out even longer than that TV show. But
yeah, I mean,
what the fuck ever, man. We are talking about
YURIBUS. I mean, pluribus. I genuinely only call it YURIBUS now.
And again, I'm sorry to like make you do this, but as with last week, and I was like, can you slow down and explain what yaoi is? Can you slow down and explain why you call this show YURIBUS?
Okay, so much like yaoi, obviously, so yaoi is like BL. That's like, you know, the guys kissing. Yuri is, you know, GL, which is girls love, which is the girls kissing. So here we have, the show Pluribus. Let's introduce it. We have one Carol Sturka and her wife Helen. And Carol is a writer, and she writes like these like fantasy like romance books about like, you know, these women and this like pirate-esque man, right? And she love her wife, and her wife be like, oh yeah, girl, I love your books. Your books are awesome. You're my favorite, and I love you forever. But Carol, you know, she's a drinker. She likes to have a couple shots before, you know, everything. She's the type to be like, let's do a shot before we go to church, low key.
That's Carol.
That's Carol Sturka. So
yeah, there's this virus that they pick up a signal from space. They realize it's an RNA sequence. They naively make the RNA sequence in a lab that they just saw floating by in space. Turns out it's a virus that when you are infected with it, you're driven to infect others with it, and it adds you to a hive mind. And eventually this gets out of control, and one day they spray the whole world, they chemtrail the whole world with the virus, and now there's like the whole human race is one mind, except for 11 people, including our girl Carol. They're immune, these 11 people, but like the clock is ticking because the other 8 billion minds on the planet are cooking up ways in the lab to bring them in the fold. And once every human is in the hive, there'll be no one left to save him from the hive. And the hive picks this woman out, Zosha, who resembles a character.
Who resembles the main love interest of Carol's romantic novels.
As a woman, though.
As a woman, though, gender bent. Because this is a toxic Yuri. This is a toxic monster fucker Yuri. You guys don't know anything about that. But you know, that's what it is. You have to put it in there, and we have to keep it in there. Spoilers ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I just spoiled the pilot for you, but if you want to watch it, I guess we have chapters now.
Yeah.
And so if you want to hear us dunk on Charlie Kirk, just skip to that one. But now we're going to talk a little plurb spoilers.
Yeah,
if y'all don't mind.
If you guys don't mind, can I talk about YURIBUS?
So
I saw that they were actually making some equations or some connections between Carol going to a conversion camp and the whole thing that's happening here where everybody is like happy and part of this one thing that she is like, do you ever wonder if she gets sad that this is something that she is for, like she's not a part of, like her body has like kept her from this. Like I feel like sometimes maybe she thinks that like it would be easier.
Carol's like, I don't want to join. Like, can you respect that? And since they have to, like their priority number one is like spreading the virus. Like, they're like, well, like we want to, and not in their words, force this on you, Carol.
Yeah.
Because we love you so much.
Yeah.
And that's triggering her conversion camp trauma because it was like trying to make her something that she isn't and doesn't want to be out of a fake face of love for her. But it's some backhanded evil shit.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what is running through
just
her mind.
pure
So
manipulation.
she do not want to. I mean, she might think it'd be easier, but I think, you know, she was drugging Zosha. She was trying to get information out. How do I reverse this? And that led to all the humans in Albuquerque leaving Albuquerque. Carol was the only human around because
they needed space.
They just needed space with everything going on right now, Carol. But eventually Carol got lonely. Eventually Carol asked for, again, like Zosha is just like one representative of the hive.
Yeah.
But she's like, come back. And then what happened?
They start kissing. And one kiss leads to the next. And now she waking up together. And now they're talking about, oh, I love mango ice cream. Me, Zosha. That's not a real lady. And you really fell for it, girl. Let me tell you something. Never trust the I can't say that. Never trust the hive mind.
It's cool watching the hive mind cook sometimes because they don't need to talk. They like have instant thought, and so like they can like pass things to each other in like perfect coordination. Like they don't even need the assembly line. They are the assembly line.
Yeah.
Zosha's like driving the milk truck, and then some guy comes through with a moped at the exact moment she needs it, and then she goes, and then a guy has a plane for her, and she knows how to fly the plane because she has everybody's experience ever.
Yeah.
And so those things are very cool. But then, you know, when it comes to like the loss of individuality, it's like, what does the show want to say? I think it explores both sides pretty well, like positive and negative. You know, one cynical take could be that it's like the show is programming for like fuck collectivism, like I don't, you know, what do you want to say? Communism, socialism, like just putting like the needs of others above yours and like working together to lift all boats versus like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna do me. You can't make me wear a mask. I'm gonna play my music loud. Like, you know, I think it's very intentional that Carol has the presidential seal behind her on Air Force One when she's yelling at all them for being wrong.
Yes.
And that they kind of just let her look crazy. So I don't think it's pushing any one side more than the other. I think, you know, it's pretty good that Carol is a white woman who's the only American and everyone else kind of ices her out of the group chat.
Yeah.
You know?
Because she immediately tried to take over. She was like, I'm clearly the leader of the group here. So what are we gonna do?
Said
whose idea? Who has an idea? And they're kind of like, girl, what are you talking about? Everything seems kind of cool, you know. My son is technically alive. He is my son. Shout out to Manusos, who really never fell for anything. He's like, Carol, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I came through and you're in here making blueberry pancakes with this bitch. Are you kidding me?
He went through hell.
He
drove
stabbed in the back by multiple tree barbs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He drove from South America to Albuquerque through the jungle that they were like, don't go in there, bro. He did it. He did it because she was his like she sent that DVD out before she got iced out and then started getting pussy. And now when he arrives, like that was what was so great about the last episode was like going into the last episode.
Yeah.
Everyone knew it was like, yo, he about to pull up ready to like fuck shit up.
And she gonna be like,
and they're gonna be on the couch like, oh,
you're not late. I dead like them now.
It was good.
Fuck.
It was really good. We should move on.
We should move on.
Y'all should watch Pluribus.
Watch Pluribus.
How about that?
You know, a lot of y'all, you say you like Yuri, but you never talk about it. And, you know, I'm not going to claim to be a Hime Joshi, but I'm just saying, you know, watch some Yuribus. Watch that.
Drink
it's
some
good.
Yuribu mate.
Facts. I wish I had mine.
So I just dead named it, but Madre. We call it Twitter too. So
yeah.
Fuck y'all. But I love this shit. I've tagged them on Instagram many a time with my various shows on Arcola that love and are powered by their drink. They have never once fucked with us, but they will. And it kind of sounds like Yuribus. So that's all I got.
Yuribus, Yerba Madre. Fuel your day with Yerba Madre. Oh! Bro, just fucking sponsors, bro. Like, we literally do half your marketing here anyway. So, do you still want to do Charlie Kirk?
We are Charlie Kirk, bro. And that song, which is really catchy, is AI, unfortunately. So we can't enjoy it too much. But as long as everyone in the room knows that it's ironic, it's a pretty good vocal stem. We'll carry the flame.
We'll fight for the gospel. We'll all sing his name. We're literally him. violence.
Is that in the song?
No. Absolutely not. That'd be terrible. He died for sins.
Because it's like, I know they can't hear me as well, but it's just fucking ridiculous. The man they made him out to be. Like if you're gonna kill one of your own to like get a martyr situation going to use for a bunch of other motivations, like it really just shows that they know they don't have to try too hard to get the people they want to think the things they want. Like clearly he was no saint.
If you fuck around, you're gonna find out. You talk crazy. You talk a lot. You talk a whole bunch of shit about black people. You talk a whole bunch of shit about women. All you fucking do is inflame people into violence, into more division in a country that you claim to love. Well, that same people on your same side took you the fuck out. So, that counting sucks, or not counting conservative violence, bitch. I don't know. He hasn't even been like the center of attention. Yes, like, you know, we got kirked. We got the term kirked. He got kirked. He, she, they got kirked.
Yeah.
He, we, she, wumbo. So we got that. But you know what we really got was his wife, who started busting out, turning out. I see her everywhere. I see her in her hypnotic, brainwashing eyes. Yo, don't look at her, bro. Like, she is trying to take her. You will turn to stone.
Everything about, like, the post-assassination rollout, you could say, was the government being like, y'all have to treat him like Christ.
Yeah.
If you don't, you'll lose your job. Fuck him. And his wife, I'm scared of his wife. I'm
scared of your wife, your scary wife.
And now that he's dead and out of the way, they were rolling her out on stage as the new CEO of Turning Point USA. We haven't seen much evidence whatsoever of her hanging out with her grieving children. But we've seen her on the stage with like fireworks going off like it's fucking Homelander.
The secret is that Charlie Kirk was Soldier Boy and Erica Kirk is Homelander. Yeah. Precisely. Like, why would you bring fucking Nicki Minaj onto Turning Point USA and have her talk about nothing? She spoke about nothing the entire time. That was the most confusing meeting I've ever seen in my life. But she was like, let's bring over one of the most controversial rap figures and have her, you know, just sit here. This will be kind of crazy and will give me a bunch of attention. And it did.
That's all it was.
That's
like,
really all she does.
Who needs it enough to be down? Nicki Minaj. And
I don't know. And that's another example. I'm so happy that we talked about Yuri earlier. This is another mention of toxic Yuri. So what, like, this is government funded toxic Yuri. This is what they want to give you. This is the slop that they want to feed you.
No, dead ass.
Yes.
So, okay. Heated Rivalry was government funded because Canada's cool like that.
Yeah. That's Canadian government funded homosexuality.
Let's take the countries out of it. If that's government funded positive yaoi.
Yeah.
And then over here in hell, we have government funded toxic Yuri.
Yes.
Does that imply the existence of the other corners of that chart?
Okay. So let's see.
And what would that be?
So this is actually government funded negative toxic Yuri because toxic Yuri can be really hot. Most Yuri, honestly, while you're out there, is kind of toxic. But this,
so pluribus is like privately funded, positive toxic Yuri.
Yes, precise. You're getting it. You're getting it.
I'm learning with you.
He's picking it up. I'm so excited. What would be the opposite? Let's see.
I did see that Crave is gonna make a show about
softball players.
Yeah.
I'm with it. You know, I just
see
hope
if that's
that it's
toxic
good.
or what.
It'll probably be real. I mean, it's lesbians, so, and I'll keep it at that.
Well, this has been The Morning Bleezy. You can follow this show at The Morning Bleezy on TikTok and on Instagram. However, bitch ass X, I won't call it Twitter because it's a negative thing. The character limit on a username has dictated that you can follow us at Morning Bleezy on Twitter. And we got the YouTube up at arcola.studios. We're on arcola.tv, which is also the morningbleezy.com, where you can get the shirts and the lighter and the tote bag and the sweater and the stickers and a bunch of shit we're going to design tomorrow as we edit this episode and find out that we were right about all those football games. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We will.
That will be February 2nd.
That's crazy.
It is.
Groundhog Day, Black History Month. Send me $20.
That's Nia's Cash App.
It has to be on February 1st because that's the beginning of Black History Month. So make sure
if you send
your
it
local,
too early, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. That's just you sending me $20. And
but you could do, I guess.
I mean, you can do that, but
then you
this
also
is for
have
Black
to,
History.
You also have to do it in February.
Yeah, you have to. You double them. You know, it's fiscally responsible to just send it on February 1st. I think
Thanks
that
for
was,
listening, y'all.
And I think that's the Morning Bleezy.
I think that was the morning fucking Bleezy,
I think
man.
we, you know.
Shit.
Bye.